And we're back with some more oxygen not included. And we're just about ready to finish up our refined carbon shield for our nuclear reactor inside our little exploratory rocket or colony rocket. I don't know what you call this thing. It's going to explore, it's going to colonize, we're going to use it to strip mine places. I don't know what name to give it. However, this is taking a little bit longer than I was expecting. About 200 cycles or so. So if you were doing this again, I would say maybe put in about 4 tepedizers, then you could cut it down to about 50 cycles to get it done. You'll need a lot more petroleum, but being able to do this in 50 cycles as opposed to 200 is probably a good idea. Just, it takes so long to heat up this mass. I think the tepedizers have been nerfed in this format, but honestly, I never really used this technique, so I wasn't aware they'd patched it. Either that or just the sheer quantity of mass is impossible to work with. Anyway, I'm going to wait until these are just on the cusp of flipping over. Then we're going to mop up all the petroleum, remove the backing plates, and then just... yeah, otherwise they're going to end up entombing stuff, and I don't want any more entombed things. I already have 4 entombed tiles over here from temperature shift plates. Actually, what's the 4th one? The gas reservoir? How did a gas reservoir get entombed? Oh, never mind. A little bit of ice. Yeah, that one we can fix, no problems. But yeah, I'd prefer not to add any more entombed things to our list, if at all possible. Our first tile has spawned 2,545 kilos of refined carbon that shall block all the radiation. Now we just have to do the rest. Next time I'd advise using 4 liquid tepedizers. Much faster. Oh, finally. Yes, a second piece has turned. Now we just need all the rest of them to go. This is going to take what? It needs to go 3 degrees above, so this is supposed to change at 276.9. So it will change at 279.9. I thought it was 2 degrees, but it's actually 3. Oh well, looks like we're going to be waiting a little while longer for some of these, which is unfortunate, but hey, it is what it is. I think I'll take care of some side projects while we're waiting. Namely, I'm going to clean out these gases down here. We're going to sort them. We're going to take the chlorine and stick it into its own gas tanks. The natural gas can go into other ones. And then we have to find there's some sour gas down here as well I'll probably have to remove. And possibly getting rid of the gases in here. Normally, I just sort of tear the whole maps apart to just let all the gases flow down. But we've left some of the ice biomes and a few things here and there. Oh, and I'm pretty sure... yeah, we're digging down over here. We need to gain access to this section, and we should probably get that egg out of there. What are you at? 96% incubation. You know what? We can let someone in there to grab that egg. Hopefully before that guy decides to start taking a whack at them. I wouldn't be looking so cheery there, Richard. That poke shell looks like he wants to give you a good whack. And Pinchero egg is gone. Poke shell has calmed down. It's amazing. Once you steal the egg that's lying around on the ground, they're like, oh, you stole my egg. You know what? I'm not angry with you anymore. Critters. Alright. We'll let them finish their digging, and we'll keep an eye on this as well. Oh, and this is a vent. I completely blanked this vent down here. If it's water, that's great, but I suppose we're fine for now. But if they had more water, I would be happy to take advantage of it. Alright, let's see what we got. Damn it. We got carbon dioxide vent. You know what? It's fine. Kind of okay that we didn't notice it for so long. Oh well. Slow and steady wins the race. Don't worry. I'm pretty sure this will all be worth it. Probably. Maybe. We are almost done. We have every single piece except this one here and the one above it. However, for this one above it, I've been doing some prep work in the background. Took me a while to figure out how to do it, but what we did was, well, we dumped 2,545 kgs of coal into this lead. In fact, I'll demonstrate it later. But for now, what we're going to do is we're going to move this superheated coal right in there. And we should probably, yeah, people can get in here now. Okay, come on. Let's do this. So, Grumpy Bear, let's have a quick check of your schedule, buddy. You're not going on break anytime soon. Alright, now you just gotta not have an narcoleptic nap and drop this, because if you do, I'm going to be real irritable. Okay, you're going up that way. You're still doing fine, delivery move. And I think he stored it, does he? Yep, and then he's coming back. We just double check. Excellent. Perfect. It is actually so much mass that one duplicant can't carry it all. That's why it takes 2 trips. But we've managed to heat this stuff up in some liquid lead on top of a bunch of boiling hot rock. It was a little bit tricky, but we got there. Okay, now don't drop it. Don't nap. Don't drop it. Don't nap. That's all I ask. Perfect. Even if they drop it out here, we should be fine because the temperature's, well, it's in a vacuum, so there shouldn't be any problems. And finito. I want to see if this works, though. You see this liquid back here? I haven't tested this, but if we deconstruct that now, the liquid should still stay there. There's 26.7 kgs. And let's get rid of the igneous rock. Yep, liquid's not going anywhere. Turns out if you build drywall in the outer space of a rocket, put down a liquid, and then remove the drywall, the liquid will still stay there, as long as you don't reload the game. Every time you reload the game, or you have to go off and do something, you come back and you've had to do a reload, the liquid then disappears, and probably the gases as well. Huh. That is good to know. That means you could do this an awful lot faster if we had known that. Oh well, live and you learn. Oh, it's done. It's finally done. We've built the cap. There is one minor problem. It seems the refined carbon that was there, some of it integrated with the carbon below it. So this is 4,000 kilos of refined carbon. This is only 1,090. We're probably going to have a little bit of radiation leakage. But you know what? I don't care. I just can't. Okay. Let's see about squeezing that reactor in here and maybe getting a top on this reactor core. Ooh, I've forgotten about this next bit. This is where we're going to keep our food. We're going to keep our food in the steam room. This was suggested in the comments. Take all our tame shovels, cram them in here, then when they die, we can just harvest the meat. We don't actually have to groom them. We don't have to do anything with them. They're just wild. So if you keep shovels wild, you don't have to worry about them ever dying out. They'll turn into delectables occasionally, but eventually their offspring will turn back. The hard part is how we're going to get them all in there. Down here, I'm going to have to make a few changes to make sure that all the eggs don't end up getting chucked in here. Then we're going to have to start roping up. We'll start with a delectavole. Or actually, a vole pup. That sounds perfect. Now, all we have to do is make sure that this narcoleptic doesn't drop the vole on the way out. Just cook supply. No, you're supplying cooking ingredients. Where did the vole go? What? Oh, god damn it. Alright, second time's the charm. Second time's the charm. Let's... Damn it, what the hell happened? I thought I deconstructed everything that's in there. Did you just pick them up and drop them back down again? How? Alright, Lecarius has got one. How are you going to get him there? Just don't drop them. I'm going to have to check this entire route to make sure that we haven't dropped any of them. Because we got to move all of them, and I know, yep. This is going to take me a while. It's the joys of dealing with freaking narcoleptic dupes. Well, not just narcoleptics, they also have to take breaks. I know there's other things that can cause these problems, but still, this is gonna be a thing. Let's just bite the bullet and do it the hard way. So, yeah. We have managed to get several of them into the rocket. The rocket is looking well populated. I even split them a bit so that we could cram in more. There was definitely going to be more than 20. We've got, how many? 20 in there. And another 15 in there. And 2 eggs, another one. So, 15, 16, 17. We got 18 in there. 38 in there. But we've still got a few that slipped our grasp. They fell down here, unfortunately. So, yeah, we've got at least 3 shovels down here. Actually, 4. So we're going to have to go in there and get them. Damn it, these are The problem is we're most likely going to accidentally drown a few of these. It is what it is, but... You know what? You go down there, down there. We'll try and make some ladder systems down there to hopefully prevent that from happening. But if a few of them end up choking out, not our problem. Damn it! How did you drop them? Just wrangle them back up again before they... Alright, so I think we managed to get 2 of them into the shuttle, but yep, we'll grab these ones again, and hopefully no one naps, falls asleep, or gets called to lunch when they're bringing them up again. And hopefully the shovels don't drown. Come on, come on. It's just the stupidity of this sometimes. It gets to you. Actually, yeah, we got one in there. Are you... Trust? I can't tell. Yeah, I think they are. So let's dig them out. Alright, this time, get them all the way to the rocket. All the way. No messing about. How are we looking in here? We've got space. We got 17 in there, 19 in there. Yeah, perfect. All we need then is for you to get these 2 all the way into the rocket, and we're done. We've got all the critters sorted. Come on, one left. Wah, wah, wah. God. I don't even know what caused that one. Oh, Seriously? Someone want to go grab that shovel? Anyone? God damn, how? How are you escaping every time? Like, is the person who's carrying you just so incompetent? How? This just makes no sense. It beggars belief. This doesn't seem possible to this level of incompetence. Even for duplicants, this seems like an impressive level of incompetence. Just, come on. Right, okay, we're going to deconstruct that tile, and we're going to deconstruct that tile. Duplicants should be able to grab you. Just, come on. Please work. Okay, Alexander, it's on you. Get them to the rocket. Don't mess it up. Just want you to get all the way to the... I really shouldn't have made this ladder system this long for a bunch of narcoleptics. Oh, there they go again. God damn it, they just got called to lunch. Well, that's fine. We'll just wait until... Yep, there they are again. You have been going up and down that ladder system all day. You must be just so happy. Somehow it's gotten worse. They phased through the wall, and now they're submerged in the bottom of a whole bunch of oil. Anyone want to come along and get them before they suffocate? I mean, wouldn't actually be too against that. If they were to suffocate and die, I don't think I'd be shedding too many tears. Anyone? I don't know what's going on. This shovel says it's unreachable. I've checked. Duplicants can't reach this location. There is nothing stopping them from doing it. It turns out they probably just don't like the shovel, and they're like, no, we're tired of all of this. We're just going to let them stay down there. In fact, they're not even suffocating. I don't know what's happening there. So, hopefully the game sorts itself out. In the meantime, let's see if we can't truss ourselves up another one. Okay, shovel. For the love of God, don't vanish into the ice again. Just like stay right there. Stay right there. Someone will be along to pick you up shortly. No, no. Do you immediately dig down into the ice again? Now, will you fall through reality? Yeah, no. Your trust. How are you able to do this? Why am I losing my mind over this? It's 2 shovels. I should just let them die. I would be much happier, I think. All right. This shovel has been up and down the ladder 3 times so far. The question is, can Yesabos get them all the way up there? Come on, buddy. Come on. You've got the shovel. You're getting to the top of the ladder. You're almost there. You're almost there. What the... How did that one get in there? You know what? It's fine. So long as they're on the top of the map. Top of the map, it's full of abyssite and stuff. There's nothing they can do. Oh. Finally. About damn time. Okay, that 17 critters, 20 critters. That's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Right then. Just need to get the last 2 in and we're sorted. So you can go. And then the very last one at the very bottom, which is... Yes, somehow... Yeah, we're just going to keep digging down. Eventually you'll have nowhere to hide into anymore. It's like we've trust them, but then somehow they still magically dig into the next layer of ground, even though they're trust. It's amazing. They are just... They're magical. They're absolutely magical. Oh, now they just dug into the background of the universe, and they're invisible. Come on, someone want to grab them? Last one. Last one. Grumpy Bear's got him. Okay, Grumpy Bear, you got this. Just don't do anything stupid. Or than normal. Just... Perfect. Perfect. That's all we had to do. Okay. That gives us our food supply. Yeah, we'll have to make a few minor changes here and there to this. I've got to, like, remove that middle door, move those blocks down a bit. We might have to truss some more of them. That actual door can go now. Then we have a quick whisk around. Actually, wait, cancel this for a second. I'm going to have a quick look around, make sure there's no voles I missed. Then we're going to finish off that little ranch. There was 2 more. We found them. We did some jiggling around, and we managed to get all of them in. Now what I want to do is I want to try and wrangle all of these, that they all drop down to the bottom, and once they're all wrangled up, we can put in a block at the top without worrying about entombing a bunch of them. We should be able to get them all. Come on, is that it? I think we're done. Then we stick in a block there. That seals in this area. Then we can wrangle up this section. They'll all pop free in a minute. In fact, yep, let's wrangle up these. We want this to be really small and contained, just to go with our whole rocket theme, you know what I mean? Well, okay, except for the nuclear reactor bit, but that's just more fun than anything else. It's almost impossible to see in there, but automation-wise, nope, shipping-wise, there we go. We have an auto sweeper and we have a conveyor loader. So anytime any of these die, it'll take 100 cycles, but when they die, they drop about, well, a lot of meat, just an enormous amount. This means we don't have to come in here ever again. they'll just keep in here breeding away, or, well, dropping one egg in their life cycle, which is once every 100 cycles, and we should have enough of them to produce enough meat to give barbecue for about 6 to 8 duplicants. Well, 6 at least. That sounds like a very cheap, easy way to do things. The other choice was fish, which would give us radiation resistance, but I figure with this refined carbon cap, we should be fine on the radiation front. In theory, plus we do want a little bit of radiation in our capsule because it'll kill the germ, so we don't have to worry about people washing their hands. Which, now that I say that out loud, does sound kind of bad. But let's do a little bit more refinement here. One other thing we need to do is cool down all this refined carbon. That's a lot of mass. So I was thinking salt water? We got plenty of salt water lying around the place. We'll enable auto bottle, copy that all over there, and just dump a bunch of hot water on it. The water will boil away and then hopefully reduce the temperature. Get it down below 100 degrees. I'm probably fine with that. We can sort the rest of the heat out with the cooling we're going to actively provide to the capsule. Oh, and over here we're trying something new. We're going to use glass to make natural tiles. Not to block radiation, just because we want to wild plant some stuff, and glass, it seems, is one of those things we can do it with. I have not actually done this myself, but the plan is as follows. We make one block of glass. Well, one blob of molten glass, 25 grams, or 25 kilos. That will go out here and will get flow controlled. And that will then get split up between these two and get spread out amongst all the tiles. Then when this will put, there goes, oh, damn it. Well, the vacuum of space is not really handling that very well. Let's hope the plastic doesn't melt. Well, if there wasn't at least a few minor catastrophes, you're not doing it right, you know what I mean? Anyway, this guy's gonna do this, and we're gonna see if this works. There we go. So, the blobs have been set up into 625 gram pieces. I just divided this by, never mind. I divided by, I think, about 40 to figure out where they should go. It's either spreading out into all the different sections. Excellent. It should be roughly equal, but if they're a little bit off, I'm not going to worry about it. Now you see there's a bunch of glass in here, but the temperature has immediately plummeted, which means that glass is going to solidify. But it can't actually do it just yet, but if we deconstruct those tiles, it should leave solidified glass behind. I might be wrong, but that's what I heard. And how are you looking? Oh, wow, that is going to take a lot. Oh my god, that steam is toasty. Right side, we're going to end up with a lot of salt. This is how much heat we were dumping in there. Think of the amount of temperature. It took 200 cycles for a tepedizer. Oh man, this might have been a bad idea. No. It's a perfect idea. It's a perfectly bad idea, but it's still a perfect idea. Now over here, let's see what happens if we deconstruct these buildings. Okay, show me the money. Oh, yes. Perfect. That allows us to make tiles very easily. That's for wild planting. We want to wild plant some of those, what do you call them? Reed fibers. Just so we have some portable. We don't need them, but they also help for making, repairing our Atmos suits. Oh, damn it, I forgot to put in one. There's one I'm supposed to put in over here so that we can make a sanctuary. I realize now this was a dumb idea. Just pouring oodles and oodles of water in here was not just wasteful, it was just going to be time consuming. Instead, we're going to stick a steam turbine on top. That can do the cooling, and we don't have to worry then. In fact, let's just stick in one power wire there so it activates. Then, for the actual cooling for it, I should probably go over our infinite liquid storage over here. We've put in infinite liquid storage. We've got a little blob of petroleum down there. Let's see if we can't see it. Yeah, there's a blob of petroleum right there. Then the rest is water. Lots and lots of water. We have been pumping that up from the bottom of the map. Over here. What we did was we hooked up 2 desalinators. We got those 2 desalinators, and you know what? Let's just turn it on for now. Those 2 desalinators started spitting out water at about 9.3 kilos per second. So, with that on, actually, let's turn this off. We don't need any more of this for now. We basically drained the pond from about here down to here, took all that water and crammed it into the rocket over the course of about 150 cycles. That water, though, however, was a little bit hot. It's 95 or 90 degrees. That was a bit too much. So what we did was we ran it through 3 aqua tuners. Oh my god, please ignore all this messy piping that's coming from the refinery down here. All that's happening is this is straight through all three of those aqua tuners, and doom, all 3 of them. Boom. Then it comes out the other side, and it's usually in the 40s. The high 40s is pretty much where we want to be for this water storage. Well, for now. It just means our nuclear waste as it cycles through the rocket won't solidify. So if we went any lower, I was worried the nuclear waste might solidify, which is why we left it this low. Then that water goes, oh wow, all the way up to here, all the way up to here, all the way across, over, up, and, oh yeah, I moved the rocket up a bit. Fine, we move the rocket up a tad, so then the water would come in here, flow all the way across and get dumped into that section. And because the petroleum's there, it can't stay there, it gets forced up, and we have infinite liquid storage. However, what we need to do now is use that liquid to cool down this steam turbine. Also, we might want to put some water into the steam turbine. Give me a second. Let's see if this plan works. We're going to pump the water out of there, and we're going to dump it in through here into the section. That should start, boiling, which should go through the steam turbine. Steam turbine's then going to spit it out and back in here. It might take a minute or so for it to catch up, but we want to put in enough water here that it's well steamed up. We're going to need about 4 to 5 kilos of pressure throughout the entire thing, which shouldn't be too hard to manage. Okay, looking just about right. Perfect. So, we're going to sever that there. Now, the steam turbine can kick in because its output is no longer blocked. And exit. However, the steam turbine is rapidly going up in temperature. As you can see, it's 54, 59, 60, whatever. It's going up and up and up. What we've done is we've stuck in these things, these new conduction panels. These things allow you to transfer heat in a vacuum to buildings. That's literally their only purpose. So down here, we're using a thin layer of liquid and some radiant pipes. Up here, we're just no layers of liquid at all. We're just pumping them through this thing. Now, this water's 46 or so degrees. Let's see what happens when it passes through here. Now, I've been advised these things are not very efficient, as in they don't really drop the temperature as much as you'd like, so you need to use a lot of them. And judging by this, we're putting it in at 46, and it's coming out at 47? Seriously? How is it this bad? Okay, I think they're working, but really weakly. That is horrendous. Yeah, I'll do some more experimenting around here, but I think we're going to have to rip these out, put in some backing plates, and put in a layer of liquid. Otherwise, this is too slow. It's just, the temperature savings it's giving are just minuscule. Wait, it's stabilized out. I think once there's enough of a temperature differential, it seems to work. Like you can see it's hitting 84°C there, and it's just kind of flicking back and forth just a little bit. However, the coolant here is going through at 46.9, it's coming out at 48.8, so the water we're passing through is going up by about 2 degrees. It just means that you need to run your turbines a lot hotter. That's a thing, but I think I still prefer the liquid one. It requires a lot less piping, and it's a lot cheaper. And then we just let that thing run. Oh, this water that's coming through, it comes in here, passes through this thing, and then it goes right back into the storage tank. And since there's, well, many tons, that's 216 tons of water there. And that's 216 tons of water there. And I can't tell what's in those other tiles because you can't really see them in the rocket because you can't see the last edge tile. But we're going to assume it's about 200 tons as well. So it's 2, 4, 6, about 800 tons. Damn, that's a lot. Well, that should give us plenty of water for our travels and while also allowing us to cool this down. That's going to take a minute. Let's continue on with the rocket construction, though. We're going to try and build around this mess we've made. We're a little bit hamstrung right now because we're still waiting on this to cool down. If I had this to do all over again, the very, very simple and smart thing to do would have been put the refined carbon on the inside of the reactor. Change that entire line of tiles there to refined carbon, and then replace these tiles here with insulated tiles. That way the refined carbon would be on the inside, sharing its heat with the reactor, meaning the steam turbines in here could cool it down, instead of us having to... yeah. Well... This is why you should really practice building these things before you build these things in the game, or you should build them in debug menu fully and never mind. Oh well, yes, you live and you learn. Now over here we're starting to put in a whole bunch of pixel packs. Why? Because, well, I think they keep the background in. I'm going to have to do some testing on this on the side, but they should work as a background, and I consider we've got a lot of power. Like, these things take 10 watts. I figure we get a dedicated transformer and run power through them, and I don't know, I want a red alert button. I want to be able to flick a button and the whole cabin turns red, you know? Like an actual red alert button, it would be fun. Just for no other reason than we could. They also act as backing plates, and they also provide decor. So if we go under the decor overlay here, this place is just, yep, it is absolutely beautiful. And remember, that total decor of plus 120, maximum decor, yeah, no, that means nothing. You can pump, like, I think 9,999 decor into a duplicant every second. It's more just once you get 120 average for the day, that's all that counts. Alright then, a couple of side things I took care of while all of that stupidity was going on. Expanded out the oil tank so we had a bit more space, and started moving all of the slicksters down here. That has actually reduced the gas level so that all of the oxygen is now down to about here. I do have to move some gas pumps down here to extract that carbon dioxide, but that has also cleaned up most of our major gas problems. Yeah, we turned off those gas pumps, and we've got ourselves a whole bunch of chlorine we can use for decontamination if we want, and some natural gas full of zombie spores, which we don't want. Unfortunately, this depressurized this area, which means the polluted water off-gassed, and we got some polluted oxygen, but we can sort that out later. I'm not too worried. Oh, we may have bricked in some of this with plastic, just because we were bored. I mean, there was a couple hundred cycles there where there was things that didn't need doing. We cored out this area to grab some poke shells, and I have been lax in my duties. I need to get over here and activate this. We need the critter fluxomatic so that we can get ourselves some wood poke shells so that we can make ourselves a sauna for the rocket. So I think I'll do this on the side. I'll just have to wrangle a few critters in there. All we need to do is get 5 random critters. We've got slicksters, we've got hatches, we've got... Actually, we got one of everything. We got this thing over here full of critters, so I think we can handle that pretty handily. Oh, and a pipsqueak. You know what, I'll do the pipsqueak just now. Come on, little guy. Oh, wait, yeah, I have to activate this. I'm an idiot. Excellent. That'll be 1 of 5. We can chuck the others through, then we can start putting the poke shells. Once the poke shells go through, they'll start turning into those wood poke shells, or they'll get a 50-50 chance. And once we've got the wood ones, we can start putting in our nuclear-powered saunas in here. Sorry, I didn't get more done on this. This rocket seems to be taking longer than I thought. And when I said this was a casual playthrough, what I kind of meant was we don't have a specific goal. We're kind of meandering through. Like when we needed power, we were like, we'll just chill down a geothermal boiler. Problem solved. Of course, then later on we still installed a petroleum generator. If I was doing this like with a purpose, I would have went straight for the petroleum generator. It solves multiple problems. But you know, we're sort of just getting distracted along the way. Instead of just making a normal rocket and doing what we're doing, we decided, hey, let's make a more specialized rocket that does something a little bit weirder and is full of an awful lot of shovels that I don't really hate. Ugh, how many are you getting here? 38 of them. We'll have to do the math on that, but I think that'll keep our duplicants mostly supported. Plus, we'll stick in like a couple of million calories before we leave. Also, this over here is going to be our freezer, or deep freeze. We're going to deep freeze the stuff down here. It's also going to be irradiated, so... Where is it? Damn it. Yeah, so there's going to be rads. It's going to be exposed to rads because we've stuck a metal tile there made out of depleted uranium. That'll irradiate all the food there, so we'll store all our food in that section, and... Of course, we will need to get stuff into the electric grill as well, but we'll sort all of that out in the next episode. I swear the next episode we're going to finish this. I need to give this about another 40 cycles or so to cool down all of this refined carbon. That took way too long. Just incredibly long. Anyway, I'm going to cut this out here. I hope you enjoyed it. Good luck.